Hey, it's Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Today is Tuesday, November 20th, 2018. I hope you're having a good trading week. If you're trading this week, I'm not. I'm basically taking off until I don't know when at this point. But I wanted to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. Gals, happy Thanksgiving on Thursday and for the rest of this week and all. This is the weekly update, I guess, and I passed. I got my CDL permit. I passed. Hopefully there was nothing on there. No, social's not on. But I'll be going towards, on January 7th, the plan is to go to Millis Transfer outside of, I believe it's Trenton, Ohio. And I will be starting the big rig CDL training. So I'm kind of excited and nervous at the same time. I'm hoping to get this trainer. His name is Perry. So I'm hoping to be able to hook up with him after I get out of the CDL school. The school itself is 3 weeks long, and then you have your orientation. So it's pretty much going to be the whole month of January will be training with CDL school, and then there's 2.5 days of orientation, and then I have to hook up with the trainer at that point and live in his truck, which is going to be the challenging part, right? I'll be in the top bunk, I guess, as the saying goes. So that's kind of it's exciting, but it's also like, what the hell am I doing? So here I am coming up to 52, and I'm changing careers. New year, new career, and I'm excited about this. So I'm going to hook up to one of Perry's videos up here in this corner, and actually 2 of them I'll probably hook up to that I like. So I want to give those that are interested in my journey and want to know what it's like on the inside. Here's a guy that knows a hell of a lot about a hell lot more than I do. I mean, I know the trading side. This guy knows his trucking stuff. So I'm hoping to get up with Perry to be my trainer, and not just for the steak and lobster video or the hamburger video. Obviously, because he's got really good skills when it comes to training and teaching, and so that's where I'm hoping to be able to land. So I got my fingers crossed, toes crossed, arms crossed, hair, what's left of it, crossed, so that I can train with the guy that I picked as far as some of the videos that I've been watching. There's a lot of stuff out there. I mean, there's negative, there's positive. I guess it's all a matter of how you go at it, right? If it's that old, how do you look at that glass? Is the glass half empty or is it half full? You know, I'm a pessimist when it comes to trading, but I'm more of an optimist as outside of trading. So anyway, so I passed the CDL permit. I mean, it wasn't hard to pass, but it was challenging. In one section, I guess, which one was the combination section, there's 20 questions in Pennsylvania, and I had 15 right and 2 wrong. And I had, there's 20 questions, right? 20 questions. I'm at 17. I had 3 left. I think I skipped 3. So I had got 2 wrong and 15 when I went through the first 20 questions. And I'm sitting at, so I had skipped 3. And then I missed the next one. So then I was 15 right, 2 skipped left, and 3 wrong. So I'm like, damn it. Don't screw this up, David. And then I got the next one right and got 16. Hey, a pass is a pass is a pass. I'll take it. So that was the hardest part for me, was the combination part. I guess it's the pressure of passing a test again. So, you know, I use Trucking Truth, by the way, truckingtruth.com. I'll link to it somewhere, probably down below. I'll link to that. I use their CDL practice to get past. And then, of course, I had the DMV CDL manual, and I studied the sections it told me to study. Sections 5 and 6 are the 2 toughest, I thought, air brakes and combination. CDL knowledge was pretty easy to pass, and I went ahead and took my tankers too. So if I give myself more options if Millis, after my year's up, if I want to stay with them or not. I'd like to think that I'd stay with them, but also want home time as well. So I got to see the options that are available inside this company, and getting home is important to me. So you know, being out on the road, getting home, and eventually I know, I don't know exactly what my future is, but I've decided that I want to give, if I like this, I want to give it 3 years of my life. So basically I want to give it 52 to 55 and see what I think after 3 years, and go from there. Most likely, who knows where I'll be with the tankers. You know, there's good money in especially here in Pennsylvania to go to these oil fields where they're doing the shell and this mining operations, where they're getting the oil out and so forth to do things like that. I mean, there's really good money in the tanker side. So I want to leave my options open as far as trading goes. Most likely my future is going to be going back into swing and more of a positional trading strategy, using some kind of day trading strategy for entries as well, but giving myself a little bit more of a cushion and a leeway and not worry about a $500 drawdown, max daily loss right now. So I guess I wouldn't say I'm moving on from TopStepTrader. It's just not. I don't know what to say other than that. I mean, they were good to me. I really enjoy them as a company. They've been, you know, would I do it again? Certainly, because I think the money I would have lost in the real futures account would have been greater than the money that I spent at TopStepTrader. I think it's an excellent proving ground to see if you have what it takes to make it as a day trader. Right now, what I can tell you about it is I'm just kind of a scratch day trader. I've been able, like I said, I got in to the funded account. I believe it was 9 times total over 4 years. I pulled some money out. I gave them money. They've got more of my money than I've got of theirs, but it was my money that I was taking out when I was taking my money out. So I was able to get a couple things off my vision board, which was kind of cool, and to be able to you know, move forward. I mean, it was a positive experience overall for me. I like to think that there was more to it than where I am. I still believe that the stuff that I've been worked on, once I take a couple steps back and then really look at it, and maybe going back to Genesis Trade Navigator and some of these other programs that I have, to be able to go back and look at it from the volume tick side, and see if there's a correlation. So that's what I'm looking at right now. What kind of correlations do you have in volume as it relates to high volume, average volume, low volume, and so forth and so on. And then you have extreme volume movements that really do turn the market. Either turns it on the other one coming down, or turns it coming back from the down, where you have capitulation on either side of the market. So those are times that I'd like to find those. For instance, if you look at recently the move from 76 and change down to 55, that movement right there was worth $21. If you look at it, each dollar is worth 1,000. That was a $21,000 move if you were able to catch top to bottom right there. So there's some really good swings inside of that as well. So I would tell you, how do you go about doing this? Well, that's where I'm going to take that step back and then try to figure out, I kind of know how I want to approach it as a positional and swing trader, being able to stay in a market that's turning and given a little bit more room beyond the 50 ticks. That's the bottom line. Normally I run with a 100 tick stop in a crude oil market when I was trading positionally and swing trading. You know, I was always willing to risk $1 on an entry point when I believed in the trade itself. So hopefully that helps. As I think of other things I want to talk about, I'll come on here. So I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving. I will be with you next week to update you where I am on next week. Those that like to hunt, hopefully you get your buck this year. That's about it. I'm going to go to the pistol range, I believe, in the next couple of days, and shoot my handguns, and enjoy just being off. So that's kind of the plan right now. I hope that you enjoy yours as well. I'm looking at how I want to approach the end of the year, and right now I like where I am in my life. I'm moving forward. I'm going to be switching careers, and it's a good time. So I mean, obviously, the downside of being away from home, that's definitely not going to be easy. Being away 2 to 3 weeks at a time and then getting a couple days at home, that's going to be the toughest adjustment. I know that the next few months, probably until once I start January, all of January is training, then with your trainer in February, and probably so it averaged anywhere between 5 to 8 weeks with your trainer. So that can push me to March. So the next, from the beginning year, January through March, when I look at other guys that's been through Millis, Ryan and Scott and Matt and all these guys that I've watched on Wolfman and all these other guys I've watched go through the program, and it's roughly taken them between 2.5 to 3 months to get their own truck and then start moving. So I know the expectations I've got to do right now. You know, but you get paid in training, so I'm excited about that. So once you do get in your trainer's truck, you start getting paid. So money's coming home to my family starting roughly in February. So that's what I'm looking forward to. You know, getting through this program, getting paid. Obviously, pass the CDL. The A side of the test, first try, pass it, and move into, you know, getting that much closer to, you know, the 1 year. So the goal will be into next year will be, once I start training and going in the trainer's truck, whatever day that is, in February at this point, from there to 1 year, to get my year in and get this educational thing knocked out. So to not owe any money after the year's up, and then from that point make a decision where I want to go at that point. Do I want to stay with them another year, or do I want to move on? Do I want to get closer to home? So and go more local. So that's where I will be at the end of a year. So you know, so and it really comes down to, I want to be able to see my kids' sporting events, and obviously I want to sleep in my own bed with my wife. So that's going to be an important decision after a year's up. All right, we'll talk to you later. I hope you had a great trading week. 13 minutes, let's cut it here. This is Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. I hope that as my channel changes, it's probably going to be changing into a swing to positional trading strategy as time moves forward. So I don't know if I'll call it 123 day trade in the future, or I'll just keep it there and we'll just keep going, since it's a decent blog that's been good. You know, it's got a lot of good day trading content on there, and then I'll just make a new section with swing and positional trading. So that's probably where I'm going to end up. I would say I'm about 90% sure I'm going to end up back into swing and positional trading after, you know, I almost say that I won't be looking at futures trading until probably 6 months to getting into swing and positional. I would assume that I won't be looking at it until the fall of 2019 right now. Probably start looking back around August, coming into that, so build up enough and bank to open up a minimum account and be able to trade from it. So that's where I am at this point, you know, banking the money and getting back to living again. So hope you have a great rest of your week. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. God bless, take care, and I'll see you on the next video I put together. Bye for now.